we are officially late, but we're here. We are here, and I'm sending an email to the first guest right now. I'm excited for this one. Who's here? He's on vacation. I'm going to have to read the chat on my computer to see who's on vacation. Give it a little bit of light. How are we looking? Good? I made it. We're okay. Everything's good. Email, boom, YouTube link, send, sent. Who's here? Who's here? Where you is? He's on vacation. I'm not on vacation. You're on vacation. What's up, Space Hopper Mark? Let's see. Keep that there. Put the chat there, and we're in. We got 9 people. What's up? How's everybody doing? Feels weird not having headphones or hearing anything or, the usual setup. He made it. I did make it. I was only a minute late. Come on. What's up, Jason Taylor? We are just waiting on our first guest. If you would like to be a part of this live stream, let me know in the chat. Send me a message on Instagram. And the troubleshooting problems begin. Where's your fidget pen? Which one, Hannah? Which one? What about fidget candy cane? I'd be down, I guess. I'll message you. Hey, he figured it out. Waiting. And our first guest. What's up, dude?
Here I am. It works.
Yeah, you figured it out. What's up? How's it going?
Pretty good. It's late, so
yeah.
Trying to stay awake.
What time is it, and where are you at?
I am in the Netherlands, so it is 2 a.m. up here.
Holy cow. Well, I appreciate you staying up for this. It's pretty cool.
Wouldn't have missed it.
I appreciate it. So you're in the Netherlands. We've chatted before. Anyone who doesn't know, Stuart Gibson. He's got a YouTube channel. I saw you got like almost 6,500 subscribers on there. That's cool.
Yep. Yeah, it's going slow though. It's not as not going like I expected or hoped. Let's keep it at that.
What kind of stuff do you upload on there for the people who don't know about it?
Oh, so well, I used to travel a lot, and I used to go to like all the FIS events and all that kind of stuff. So I would make videos from the trips there. But I kind of realized that people wanted more value out of the videos than just watching me go on vacation, basically. Mm-hmm. So I started doing a lot more like product videos and how-to videos and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely when I started doing the how-to stuff and the product stuff, the videos started picking up a lot more viewership, which is good.
Yeah, that is good. I mean, that's the kind of thing people are searching for that stuff every single day. So naturally, it's
and I really like the comments. I recently got a comment from a guy. He's like, "Your videos helped so much, and you explained very well. My mom was into it. Like they were watching the videos together, and so that kind of stuff is really really positive."
Yeah, that's awesome. That's really cool to hear that my mom was into it.
Exactly. Yeah, the more people that are able to like get into BMX and if they have some positive feeling or whatever from the videos, that's always a great thing to hear.
Yeah, for sure. It's always good to get positive feedback. Sometimes it's good to get negative feedback, but usually you want positive.
Yeah, I'd say it's mostly positive, but I think you get mostly positive comments as well.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you get the negative here and there, but for the most part, it's positive. I mean, I feel like the more time goes on, as much as it doesn't feel like it in society, it feels like a lot of people just keep scrolling or ignore rather than saying something.
Yeah, I think so. It takes too much effort to actually type a thing nowadays.
Hmm. So you're in the Netherlands. How much stuff is there to ride out there?
Actually, a large amount of stuff. It's incredible, actually. So the scene is very, very small. We have a large skateboard scene, though. That's pretty big. So a lot of stuff here is set up by skateboarders. Uh, so we have a ton of street plazas or like skate parks that have like 3 foot quarters, stuff like that.
Hmm.
Um, we have a couple indoor parks that are skateboard only, but we have plenty of indoor parks that accept everything. It's a very small country, so if I were to drive, like I'm close to the coast, if I were to drive to Germany, it takes me 2.5 hours.
Oh, wow.
Um, from me to Belgium is like an hour. From me to France is 2 hours.
Huh.
So it's a very small country. So for me to go to the 040 BMX park or uh, the Area 51 skate park, as some people might know it now, that's like an hour and a half drive.
That's kind of cool. I mean, it's similar to how like states are not, here in the
Yeah,
US, but I feel like it's cooler because it's like totally different countries.
yeah. These days, skate parks here they're regulated by law. So we have European Union regulations that determine how a park is designed. Uh, One downfall is that here in the Netherlands they're classified as playgrounds,
Really?
but as soon as you live in a community that has plenty of playgrounds to go, um, the next step is they build a skate park. So most towns here will have a skate park. Some will have two or three. So like the city I live in, Rotterdam, which is one of the major cities, there's let's say up to 10 skate parks and then one big indoor park.
Wow. Huh.
And I would say the street here, uh, because the city was bombed during the Second World War, a lot of the architecture is pretty new and experimental, so it makes for great street riding too.
That's so cool. So when you say skate parks are government regulated, what is or in like the layout is even government regulated? Like, what does that
Yes.
actually mean?
So here in the Netherlands, obstacles they're all like determined. A quarter pipe is known. Um,
Hmm.
I think it's 2 or 3 years ago, I built an outdoor park and we had a slanted wall ride. That was not in any of the books for the people to check and regulate. So they had to write new regulations to fit that wall ride.
Huh.
So now in the country, you're allowed to build the slanted wall ride. Uh, it kind of like builds up to that way. It's the regulation mostly has to do with, let's say you have a box jump um, and you want a ledge right next to it. There has to be 5 or 6 feet in between of flat ground, so it's not too close to the next obstacle.
That's so wild.
So when we built the wall ride, we built it, I think, about 7 or 8 feet tall.
Yeah.
And when they came to check, he says you should add 2 more feet to the height of the wall ride just to make sure someone doesn't go over it.
Wow. So what does that mean for like a sub wall?
Well, that's interesting because some people, as long as it has a decent amount of space between the sub and like the coping of the quarter pipe underneath it, it should be allowed. It does have to have a fence though.
Huh.
So let's say it's on the deck of a quarter. If it's taller than 3.5 feet, it would have to have its own separate fence all around it. Besides the way you go onto it, of course.
That's so interesting to think about. So like If a wow. So how do you go about, like, did you email the government or something? Or, like, how does that work?
No, so, there's we don't have a lot of companies that build skate parks, maybe like 5 or 6, so they're all
Yeah.
very known with all the regulations.
Hmm. That's so wild. That's like somebody said that's like the pool coping law in Indiana, or apparently in New Jersey, they're not allowed to build ramps over 6 feet tall.
Yeah, we have, like, let's say, if you build a skate park rail, the diameter of the rail, if it's like a round rail, it has to be, I think, 60, millimeters, so that's 6 centimeters in diameter. If you go smaller, you would have to change that rail.
Well, I mean, I guess if you think about it, smaller than that's like not easy. It makes it way harder to ride anyway.
Yeah, exactly, but they have, um, the coping can't stick out more than, let's say, 8 millimeters, all that kinda stuff.
Yeah. Are you're able to see the chat too, right?
Yeah, I saw it.
Did you see that question? Is this an EU thing or specific to the
It
Netherlands?
it is an EU thing, um, but I think some countries don't necessarily enforce it, but
Hmm.
here in the Netherlands, they do.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just never even heard of anything like that. I wonder how this all like started. Because at a certain point, it was like skate parks existed and didn't exist, and there was a line from the first one being built. Like, I wonder.
Yeah. Well, it's been a struggle so far, because let's say you have a street plaza and you have a low quarter pipe. If it's underneath a certain height, you don't need fencing around it.
Hmm.
Um, but then the government would want you to have like rubber tiles all around the skate park, which obviously is not very friendly to ride on. So they kind of like try to work around that.
Huh. Minnesota had a ramp height law, I believe, a 4 foot for public parks, but it changed to 6 foot in 2020. Anyways, I mean, this is just an interesting thing to talk about, but like, it has nothing to do with you. Uh, you're a lip lord. What you been doing lately?
Um, Not too much. I've actually been going to the O40 park once a week to ride their foam pit.
Oh, you
So,
training?
well, not necessarily. So, 2 years ago, I took a crash on a dirt jump and I compressed a vertebrae in my spine.
Ah,
And ever since that happened, I've been hesitant to do bigger tricks. Or if I was doing something that is makes me nervous, I'd be scared.
mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to like push through that being scared
That makes sense.
feeling.
I feel like
So yeah. So it
no. Go
happened with a
ahead.
front flip. It happened with a front flip. Um, so now, like in my head, I need to do another front flip, and then it's over.
Yeah. Are you? How close are you to doing it?
Well, I promised the guys at the park I was going to do it before the year ends, but then I got sick. So the next session I show up, I'll probably have to do it.
Nice. So, like
Yeah,
before that, do you do front flips all the time?
I used to. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, just seeing your stuff, you're definitely very good.
Well, Dave Mahoney taught me the front flip. So
Hold up. How? You did you come? Were you here or was he there?
no. So every year since I was 18, I used to go to Woodward, PA.
Um,
And up until 2014, that's when I got deported from the US. So that's a whole different story.
whoa. That's what?
So I was the first few years I was a dish dog at Woodward, and
Mm-hmm.
like when you go there, especially during camp season, they make you sign a lot of contracts. They do like background checks, all that kind of stuff. So I had a whole thing of paperwork with me to go to the States, and every time I would be honest in what I was going to do. Um, so I show up 2014. By then, I had gone to camp, was it, like 7 years in a row. And I say the same story. I say, I'm going to Woodward to like volunteer. And so he says, "Oh, so you'll be working?" I'm like, well, not necessarily. Like, I'm not going to be making any money because obviously I'm not allowed to as a foreigner.
Yeah.
Uh, so they red flagged me, which happened before. They like check all your documents and your bags and all that kind of stuff. And then if you're unlucky, you get sent to like an interview room. So I got sent there, and the supervisor comes up to me. The first thing he says is like, "You're going back to the Netherlands tonight," and I could not try to like engage him in conversation or anything. He just shut it down completely. His logic was, which is very strange. It's like a kid going to camp pays $1,000 a week,
Hmm.
so my presence there is worth $1,000 a week.
So you're making $1,000 by being there, but just
Yeah, so it's more of a my presence is worth this. So I was having financial gain by going to
yeah.
camp, even though I was going for free. And the situation didn't change when I got invited as a visiting pro. Um, they just won't grant me a visa, so I've never been back to the States since.
That's so dumb. This kid's coming out here and washing dishes so he can be here, but you're gonna send him back. That's so dumb. That's
Yep.
unfortunate.
But I got to ride with a lot of the US guys back in the day, so that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I feel like I see sometimes, like on your stuff, you have comments from people over here, and I feel like I've wondered before, like, how does he know all these people?
Yeah. So a lot of the US guys that don't really travel, I know them from going to Woodward. And
Mm,
then obviously the guys that do travel around, I would either see in Germany at the BMX Masters or the Worlds or one of the many FISA events these days. Um, South Africa is also one that I usually go to every year.
hmm, that's an unfortunate part of that story.
It is, but because of that, like I stopped going to the US and I started going to different places.
Yeah. Oh, well, I guess
So,
silver lining. Yeah. Yeah. Huh. So, you have any like ambitions to keep going to feasts and stuff?
well, I've never been a competitive rider, so I'm not gonna
Oh,
start believing in fairy tales. It's always just more of been for me to go to France is not expensive, and I get to see all my foreign friends. So um, up until like a few years ago, I might have like hopped in on a contest here and there, but these days I just either I watch or let's say like in South Africa, I'll be judging the event.
oh, okay. That's sick.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Damn. Well, oh yeah. I hope that you get that front flip nailed first attempt next time you ride.
Yeah, it'll probably be next week sometime.
Yeah, I'll be on the lookout for that for sure. Just that's wild to hear the context behind all of that stuff.
Yeah, well, it's like when you, especially if you break a bone. So like last last summer, I broke like two fingers in a row. Like 1 month, I broke one finger, and then month after that, I broke a finger on the other hand. Like when something like that happens, it's just a bummer. But like when you actually damage your back, it kind of messes with your head.
Oh yeah, when I wrecked at the trails and got knocked out a couple years ago, there was a whole process of like building back up to doing some of the more scary stuff that I was doing when I started riding again.
Yeah, I really respect the guys that come back from an injury very fast.
Yeah, well, there's a smart way to do that and a not so smart way too, depending upon what the injury is.
Exactly. So like the bigger tricks, it's like it's one of those things like if I can ride the spine mini all day every day, that's I'd be very happy to do so.
Hmm.
So don't really need a box jump.
Yeah, well, that one box jump that you posted lip tricks on, like, was it that? I feel like you posted some on the landing of it. That
Yeah,
box looks really good.
it is. It is very good. So that's it's a park. not too far from here. It's one of my buddies lives out in that town, and they were going to build a park. And the guy that builds the indoor park here, he was involved, and he came to us. He's like, "What do you guys want to see?" So we designed a skate park that was good for scooter kids, but also for BMX, like obviously. Um,
Yeah.
and it has everything in there. So we had like a 4 foot, I think it's 3 foot, a 4 foot, 5 and 7 foot quarters. Like we have like all different sizes. We have
Oh,
like a big spine that goes into like a small landing, all that kind of stuff.
that's perfect.
Yeah, it's
Those
a
are always the
super
most.
fun park.
Those are always the most fun whenever you have variety and you can just hit whatever.
Yeah, you see like all the local kids, they picked it up so quick because they were able to do tricks on the low quarter and then build it up onto like bigger stuff. So you
Yeah.
actually see the level of those guys like shoot up very, very fast.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's what makes Rays so awesome is that there's just levels to most of what you'd want to do there.
Yeah, Ray seems very, very big too. That's like a big place.
Yeah, it's enormous. It's like almost 200,000 square feet, which is,
Yeah.
I don't know how to convert that for the rest of the world.
Oh, let me find out. 200,000 square feet. What is that like FTQ?
FT2 or FTSQ.
Okay, 2 square meters.
I guess I could have did that too.
Okay, so yeah, that's huge. So that's like that's 18,500 square meters.
It's literally a like a empty factory warehouse type thing that they just over time took over more and more rooms in and built into this insane bike park.
Yeah, that's huge. So the park I go to is like 3,000 square meters. So that's like so Ray's would be times five,
Jeez.
which is and for us, this is the biggest park in the country.
Well, I hope one day they will let you back in here and you can come ride Rays.
As soon as they let me, I'll be over.
Yeah, I hope so. Uh, so, aside from that front flip, you got any other plans coming up, riding wise?
Not necessarily. So just trying to have fun. Like
Yeah.
no plans. Um, it's hard because most of the time I ride by myself,
Mm,
unless if I go to different parks. But so it's always hard to like motivate. So I end up just doing a bunch of foo news or ice picks all day.
hey, you're speaking my language here. But I know how that can be, especially when you just ride and there's nobody else there or nobody you know there. It's like it's hard to get motivated to do things.
Exactly. So then you always like fall back onto like the comfort zone tricks.
Right. Which Foof News, Ice Picks, Five Taps, all the good stuff.
Exactly. Which is not bad.
No, no, you can do those for the rest of your life and be entertained. At least I could.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah, me too. At this point.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Stuart, I don't want to take too much of your time here. I know it's about 2:30 in the morning for you, so I can let you jump out of here if you need to get to bed or anything.
Well, if you have the next one lined up.
Yeah, I don't, but I didn't want to be rude and be like, "Hey, in the chat, who's ready?"
Oh, I'll stick around until someone's ready.
Okay, so who's jumping in here? I see Noah. The scene's not dead. Who's next? There was somebody who said they would be down, but he didn't reply when I asked for his email to send the link to. So who we got coming up? Nick Miller, shout out to you in the chat. He's a member, most underrated rider in the Netherlands. Kyle Walker, I'm ready. Oh, and there it is. Okay. He sent the email. So I will send this and then we'll wait and hope that it works.
So the most underrated rider in the Netherlands. That's a hard question.
Is it you?
No, definitely not. We have some real pretty good street assassins. But like on the park side of things, I would say my buddy from back in the day called Nicky. He used to be really, really good.
Nice. Does he have any videos online that can be watched?
Old ones, I'll send them over.
Okay.
So he
Yeah.
used to ride for like POC and like 6.0 and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, dang. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah, really good.
Hmm. Hux has no school tomorrow, so we can call in if you want. I would love that. I'm gonna, just because it's an 8-year-old, I'm gonna I'm gonna get Huck in here. Just because I want him to get in here before he has to go to bed. All right. So I think in order to get someone else in here, I
I'll
have
go out.
to hang up with you. But I appreciate your time, and it's cool to have gotten to chat on more than just like a message online.
Thanks for having me, and
Yeah,
I'll send you over
absolutely.
the front flip as soon as I do it.
Yes, I want to see that. Have a
Okay, talk
have
to
a
you later.
good morning, I guess.
Well, I can sleep in, so it'll be good.
Oh, there you go. All right. Well, we'll talk to you,
Talk to
man.
you later.
See ya. Well, that was fun. Now let's get 8-year-old Huck Karinsky in here. Hopefully it works. His name is, I think, let me check. I want to make sure I get his Instagram correct. Is that it, Noah? I don't want to be wrong. And geez, Instagram sucks on the internet or on the phone. Stuart BMX. Here we go. What is up, Huck?
Hi.
What are you doing? Where'd you go?
What, did we lose you?
I hear you, but I don't see you.
My wife keeps calling.
Did we break it? I don't know what to do about this one.
Hold on, let me try again.
Okay. Yeah, just back out and then jump back in. About to get the friggin' prodigy that is Huck. Let's pull up a video of Huck real quick while we wait. Huck is absolutely a beast. Oh, he hasn't posted in a little while. Oh, there it is. He's back. There he is. What's up, dude? What's up?
What's up?
You tell me. I saw you dropped in on the sub box today at Ray's.
Yeah,
How was that?
really fun. And I did that wall ride.
The wall ride? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Got a nice little hyper shirt on.
Yeah.
You don't have to go to school tomorrow either?
No.
Why not?
Well, we have to go to school on Friday.
Oh, okay. Noah, the wall ride. Tell Noah which wall ride you did.
The one, the Kink BMX one. Not the tiny one. The one by the big spine.
Over it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Over the spine. I mean, you do the other wall ride too, don't you?
Yeah.
Out of the quarter pipe?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What about your bar spins? You've been doing a lot of bar spins lately.
Yeah, I want to learn opposite ones, but I'm scared.
Well, you were scared of normal ones too, weren't you?
Yeah, but the last time I tried them, I landed on my tire.
You landed on your tire.
Mm-hmm.
You doing any tail whips lately?
Yeah, I landed 2 yesterday.
What?
No. Yesterday, right?
Day
Day before yesterday.
Tell Brent where you went last night.
Oh, last night I went to Modern Skate.
You were in Michigan yesterday?
Yeah. And then we went to Lions Skate Park.
How was that?
It was really fun.
Yeah, what'd you do there?
There was a little like ramp that we could move around.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a little ramp with an edge on it. I no-footed off of that.
Nice. Hey, Noah wants to know who your favorite rider is.
Ooh,
You only pick one.
You.
You can't pick me. Thank you, but you can't pick me.
Nick Bruce.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
What's Nick do that you like?
He's a coach to me.
Yeah? He can pick like 50. Okay, fine. You can pick like 50 favorite riders. Let's keep it going.
Okay, Ryan Williams. Cole. Daniel Sandoval. Marcus Christopher. And Noah.
Yeah. Noah just said you could pick like 50s because he knew you would pick him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's funny. Hey, you gonna make it through uphill this year?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
It'll be a few months, but we'll be there.
Yeah.
What's next? What are you learning next?
I learned truck drivers.
Yeah, I saw the truck driver you did, you little savage.
Mm-hmm. And then,
What do you want to learn?
Oh, I want to learn maybe wall-ride to no-footer because I already did a wall-ride to one-footer in a game of bike.
You did a wall ride to one footer?
Yeah.
I want to see you do a wall ride no footer.
Yeah, me too.
When are you gonna do that one?
Week.
In a week?
Yeah.
All right. Who do you think's gonna win the Olympics next time in BMX?
Ooh, probably Nick Bruce or Marcus Christopher.
Yeah, I think Marcus has a good shot of getting in there, definitely.
Yeah. Or maybe Jacob Thiem, if he's in it.
He could. He definitely could. He's good enough.
Yeah.
Huck versus me game of bike. Noah's money is on you. That's funny. Any grinds coming from Huck in 2023? You've already been doing some grinds. You gonna do more?
Yeah. I want to learn I saw Phil do a feeble to feeble in the kink room, and I've been wanting to learn that.
Okay.
Or just a normal feeble, maybe.
Okay. I think you could do it probably in about 2 tries the way you ride.
Yeah.
What was your favorite part of Corn Hucket?
Maybe probably when Pirate did that Smith on the
Yeah,
Sam did that disaster on the 30-foot wall.
yeah, it's just a 30-foot tall wall. You went more than halfway up it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Did you go to Skatopia?
Yes.
You went to Skatopia?
Yeah.
How was that?
It was very fun. But then me and my dad, were looking at Fast and Loose videos, and we saw them at like a park that looked like Skatopia, and we wanted to go to Skatopia, so then we went there, and then the big bull wasn't there.
Yeah, I think that's somewhere else. I don't know where it is though. What was I gonna ask? Are you guys going to any of the jams this weekend or next weekend?
There's
I
one
don't
in
know.
Fort Wayne that we were thinking about driving over. There's one on Saturday in Fort Wayne.
Yeah, and then next Saturday is the Wheel Mills Jam.
Can we go?
Well, I guess we'll be going to the Wheel Mill.
That
yeah,
one.
we've been gone, man. I swear we've been gone we were in Florida over the holidays.
Yeah.
And we'll see. We'll see what what we can get to. Huck rode the whole time we were down in Florida. There's some cool skate parks down there.
There's like a ton of skate parks down there.
Tell them the one in Tampa that you went to. And who owns it?
Oh, the one in Tampa I went to, Little Wayne owned it.
You went to Little Wayne's skate park?
Yeah.
What?
It's Spot Tampa. He's the majority share owner in it.
He is?
Yeah, he bought into. When I was looking at parks, that was one in the area, and I was reading about the history of it. And yeah, he became a majority shareholder owner in it. I think a few years ago. A great park.
Yeah, that place is fun. It's cool. It has so much to offer.
Yeah, we were there over a Tuesday, and they allowed bikes on Tuesdays. So.
When we went there, we got there thinking that it was going to be open later than it was. And then we get there and they're like, oh no, there's a rental. So we're closing in 20 minutes or something like that. So we had to do everything we wanted to do in 20 minutes and then leave.
Tell Brent what you were trying there.
Oh, I was trying a 540 tap there.
I saw that. When are you going to land that?
Maybe a month.
Yeah, we need to get riding together so I can help you with that. Let's see. There was a good question here. What was your favorite video from last year?
Wait, on your channel?
No, just BMX video.
Oh. Can it be your channel?
If you really, really want.
The last year finals.
Oh, from the USA BMX thing?
Yeah, I watched all of the ones up to 31 to 39.
Why didn't you want to watch the Masters?
What's that?
The older gentleman.
Oh.
The Casey Irving's in that. Brody's dad.
No, he's in 31 to 39.
Oh, is he? Oh, I thought he was in the Masters class.
No, he's not that old yet.
Yeah.
Hey, Hannah from over in Indiana asked what your favorite trick of Huck's is.
Mine as his dad?
Yeah.
I like the where you swing your leg back to the knack-knacks. Yeah, I think those look very cool when they're like he knack-knacked the whole box this evening in what's that room where the foam pit is at Ray's, but he was on the wooden box, but he held it in the air. It looked very cool.
Wow, that is a good knack-knack, Huck.
I just like to see him on a bike riding around.
My favorite trick is the ball spin.
Yeah, we know. I've ridden with you recently. Seen a lot of bar spins.
Yeah.
but you've got them really good. Do you lift your foot up onto your sprocket on purpose?
No.
Okay. It's a little trick that I noticed you do. Makes them work really good for you.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever tried racing? Have you ever raced?
Yeah. Well, I haven't, but at Woodwood,
Oh, you were on the track.
Yeah,
You've gone around a racetrack, yeah.
Well, on Evan's race bike.
Oh, really? Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I am jealous, Noah. I wish I could bar spin as good as Huck. That's funny. What else? What you got going on? What do you want to learn besides opposite bar spins?
I want to get tail whips better and double bar spins. I tried one at Woodward. Nowhere. And I got a bar spin and a half bar.
Yeah, you do half bar spins better than most people do full bar spins. You know that?
No.
Well, you do. Yeah. So, where's your bike at? Is your bike in the house?
It's in the car.
Next time we'll have to take a look at your bike.
Yeah.
Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Everyone knows no catching. All bar spins hurt. Jeff Mead said that.
Yeah, I keep hitting right here with bar spins. So we put a grip by my bike lever.
And what did Santa bring you?
Santa bought me
the wristbands.
The wristbands for bar spins.
We got them old school wristbands.
There you
go.
Yeah. You gonna wear that chest protector forever, Huck?
Yeah, until
you probably should.
Yeah, because when I did a truck driver, my third attempt, I did it good, but then I ghost rided my bike with me on it, and my chest was on the bars.
You ghost rode your bike with you on it?
Yeah.
That sounds painful.
It was.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you watch videos of on YouTube riding besides me?
Ooh. Sometimes Nick Bruce's channel.
Who else? I'm sure there's more. Who you watching ride?
BMX Brody.
Yeah.
And Caden Sonia sometimes. And Caden Stone.
Oh yeah. The Cadens, they're good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, Huck. When we riding? Next week?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll come up to raise on Wednesday.
Okay.
Yep. I don't know if the next guy's ready in here, but I'm gonna try and get him in here, and I will talk to you Wednesday, maybe.
Bye, Brant.
All right. Bye, Huck. Thanks for joining in.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. That was Huck Karinsky. His Instagram. I'll type it in the chat real quick for anybody who's in here. Actually, there's his YouTube channel. You can click that. Look, I got one more before Kyle. Boom, there it is. I just park in the median. Waiting on Aaron is his name. And that's about all I know, honestly. I see a foot plant whip. Oh, wait, is that Pirate? Yeah, that's Pirate. Noah and Jeff Mead are arguing in the chat, and I love it. Two of my favorite people. So we're waiting to see if Aaron joins here, and we'll chat with him. So anyone who's watching this now, I appreciate any kind of patience because YouTube has a new system here. Oh, there it is. Look at that. I don't even have to ask for patience. There he is. What's up, dude?
It wasn't working at first, but I got it.
We got you in here. All right. So, who are you?
Aaron Stirewalt.
Yeah, I see. I'm clicking through your Instagram here. Take pictures, ride bikes. I think that's you taking a picture, right?
I'm not sure. I think that might be.
Oh no, that's somebody
one
else.
From Dilly Jam.
Yep, you're right. All right, where are you from?
Minneapolis.
Oh, nice. So, you riding Minneapolis, Minnesota. That's where Park Tool is. I don't know if you knew that or not. What's the BMX scene like there?
It's interesting. Like, we kind of have our own little groups that it's kind of like a high school situation. We have like the jockey riders. We have the like different crews and stuff.
Uh-huh.
But for the most part, everyone rides together. It's a pretty good scene.
That's good. Is there an indoor up that way?
Yeah. So we used to have, what was it? G-Shock Showcase. Like we used to have quite a few, and now we're down to like, just Third Layer.
Okay, I've heard of that one, but I don't really know anything about it. What's that one? Oh, I see. Post Third Layer card from back in the day. I haven't seen a ton from there that I can think of. How big is it? What's it like?
I mean, it's probably about half the size of Four Seasons.
Okay. Gotcha. So, like, who are some of the locals up there that I might know?
We got like Dustin Grice.
That dude shreds.
Eric Elstrand's technically in Wisconsin, but he's literally right across the border, so he always rides over here.
Okay.
You know who Del John Willis is?
Uh-uh.
A lot of the Wisconsin and like other Midwest guys kind of know him. He's another one of the big guys, and then Pirate.
Pirate is rad. Huck started to shout Pirate out, actually, for something he did at Cornhucket. And then I saw a picture that you took of him doing a foot plant whip on what looks like just an amazing sub.
That is like one of the best little subs in the Minneapolis area, and it's like in the middle of nowhere downtown.
Huh. I feel like I've seen clips of Elstrand riding that thing.
Yes. That's probably like, if you've seen any clips from Minneapolis, that's going to be in it at some point in time.
Yeah. I'm going to show the foot plant whip. There's his Instagram for anybody who is wondering. But yeah, that sub looks incredible. Just looks so good. So you guys got it indoor. What's the weather like up there? Is it like, I mean, how close to Canada is that?
I mean, we share a border with Canada, and the last 2 days we've gotten like 14 inches of snow.
Oh my goodness.
So
I don't know, depending upon who you are, that's either awesome or awful.
It's more of the awful.
That sucks.
Yes, QVP is here.
That's what I was thinking too. But I heard they like laid off a bunch of people not too long ago.
They did. They got rid of a lot of like people that I knew there, like Jay Schley and like a bunch of those guys that have been there forever. I guess got laid off.
Jay is the man. I've known Jay for a long time, and yeah, it's a bummer to hear that happened. Do you have any connections to like the BMX industry or anything?
Not really. I mean, other than through friends that ride for different companies, but other than that, not really.
I gotcha. Somebody asked a cool question. Did you get to watch X Games when it was in Minneapolis?
Yes. So a friend of mine actually was one of the people that built the courses
Oh,
when they were here. So we got to go in early and stuff and like walk around the courses and stuff before like all of it. So
dude, that is sick. What is that like to know that you're standing where like people are about to throw down?
it was interesting. And like the fact that they even had X Games in Minneapolis was weird at first because like it's Minneapolis. We don't have much of anything here.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely planning on coming up there at some point to visit Park Tool, but I don't really know what else once I'm there.
I
But
think so. Every April we have a annual jam. I think it's like our 18th year doing it. Dilly Jam.
Team Dilly?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just had Reed Stark on here last week. He was talking about his brother.
Yep, Kyle. Yeah, Reed grew up watching him just grow up and become the rider he is was crazy.
Were you riding when he first started riding?
Yeah, so I'm a couple of years older. I kind of grew up more riding with Kyle and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
But you were already around, so you got to watch Reed become Reed.
Yep.
That's so
blasting the quarters, jumping out of the bowl over a 4-foot wall at third layer and stuff.
That's awesome.
And
Somebody asked if Tom is it Haugen or Hogan?
Tom is from here.
How do you officially say his last name?
I have no clue.
Well, it's Tom H. He's from there. That guy. So is he somebody that like was riding in that area when you started?
Yes. So if I remember correctly, Tom actually grew up in the same town that I grew up in, North Branch, and then he like moved out and stuff. Like his dad still lives over that way, but yeah, I kind of started riding when he was bigger and like actually riding a lot more.
Yeah.
So,
dude, what was that like? That guy had to have been like an inspiration when you're riding.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So I used to run front brakes. I actually am just putting them back on my bike. But like I put front brakes on specifically because of Tom.
Yeah, I always heard that he was like the guy who had all of the really hard tricks dialed to where he could just do them first try. I always heard that, but I'd never ridden with him, so I wouldn't know. Damn it, there was something else. Oh yeah, so you shoot BMX a lot, photography?
Yeah. Yep.
What are you shooting on?
Normally Sony. I have an A7 III.
Do you have it
A7
right?
IV, and then all the black and white photos. Those are from last year's Daily Jam.
Mm-hmm.
Those were all shot on medium format.
Oh, that's cool.
So,
do you have your there?
A lot more different to focus than.
Is it like a smaller depth of field?
Yes, a lot smaller.
God, I can't even imagine, especially for BMX, like trying to take a bar spin photo with a medium format camera and like a wide lens. That would be difficult. But I mean, from what I was looking at, it looked like you did good. Definitely not posting a lot there.
No, so I kind of deleted everything in my account and then just kind of started posting a little bit more here and there, but
yeah.
Now that I'm actually riding again.
Yeah. What kept you off, or did you just get back into it?
Getting married, having kids.
Oh, well, that'll do it. Coolest photo he's ever shot. Let's hear it. And is it on your Instagram?
I don't know if it's on my Instagram. There is a photo of I don't know if you know who Jake DeBooth is.
Huh.
There was a reflecting pond at the U of M, and he's doing wall ride. And it's like I shot from across, so you can kind of like at water level, so it kind of reflects it.
One of those cool ones where you could flip it upside down and not even be able to tell that it's upside down.
Yep.
That's badass. That's sweet. BMX photography is awesome. It's difficult sometimes, but it is awesome.
I'm hoping to actually bring my camera out to Swamp Fest this year.
Oh boy, that's dangerous.
I know, that's kind of the only thing. If I do bring it, I'm bringing one lens and one camera. That's it. Like
long lens, so you can be 300 feet away.
Yep. In the safe zone, not right where the pegs are flying at your face.
Oh my gosh, dude. I mean, I try to get up in there and like be in it, and it is definitely intense. Noah, the scene's not dead, says, when's the zine coming out?
I've actually wanted to make one. I just haven't shot enough yet.
Yeah.
Hopefully this year, with being able to travel more and actually riding more, I'll be able to throw enough together for it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people who have been just doing like photo books, maybe not necessarily like a zine in the sense of, you know, you have a lot of issues of it, but just, you know, start with one and go from there. Are you familiar with The Scene's Not Dead at all?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's that guy Noah that doesn't post videos that often anymore.
Yeah,
right?
He's a Noah buddy.
Yeah, shoots on a Canon, I think. Ugh.
Yeah, he's shooting BMX videos on a movie camera. What a weirdo. I love give Noah crap. We were when I was at Penn State over the weekend in New Jersey. I kind of didn't tell anybody I was going. I dropped the ball on telling him, and when we were there, I was just like, "Where's Noah?" the whole time in like Instagram stories and while I was filming. He's just fun to, what's the word? Banter with. Is that your bike behind you?
Yes.
Can we see it?
Yes.
Tell me about your bike.
So I have a Sunday Darkwave. Darkwave forks. A lot of Odyssey crap. Odyssey pedals. Stem. Cult bars. I got bored with some paint pens the other day, so painted the front of that. And then I don't know if you've ever heard of Squirrel. Those guys out of Minneapolis.
I'm not sure.
So they made sprockets like 8 or 9 years ago.
Oh, that's badass.
And
sprocket.
They're not really around that much anymore. But I had gotten in contact with the guy that had the last of them and kind of grabbed them, divided them out between the locals.
Yeah. Well, it looks awesome. Your helmet, dude. Your helmet is sweet. I'm looking at the picture on your Instagram. It is badass. Yeah, that is sick.
So I got bored and kind of did it to match the frame.
Weird is normal. Go fast, don't die. Street. Is that go fast thing painted on there?
Huh?
The words go fast, don't die?
No, that's a vinyl sticker.
Oh, I was gonna say that is like perfect. That's pretty sweet though. Somebody from PA says yes, it matches. Saw it on Facebook the other day. Word's getting out. He's from Pittsburgh. Yeah, that's badass, man. You got any raise plans at all in your mind?
I've only been to Raise once.
You guys should make a trip. Get a crew together. Come down and ride Raise.
There's a couple different groups of people that go It's mostly like the trail guys that
Mhm.
head out there, but
It's worth
hopefully
it, man.
soon.
It is worth it.
I'm going to Four Seasons
How far
a
is
couple
that?
times this winter. Huh?
How far is that?
4-hour drive.
Oh, geez.
So
Well, at least you got third layer there, local to you.
gives us something for now.
Right. Whew. Well, man, is there anything you wanted to talk about personally?
Not that I can think of.
Okay, well, I'm gonna move to Kyle here. He's been saying he wanted to jump in for a while and then probably wrap up the stream. But I appreciate you jumping on here, showing your bike, talking about camera stuff. It's cool.
I do shoot video too, Noah.
Listen, Noah, he's gonna take your place. You got called out. No, you just gotta get going again, Noah. It's January. It's time. Where can people see your videos and photos if they
I haven't posted any yet. I'm starting to work on something with Pirate currently.
Ooh.
And then me and him are also going to be renting out Third Layer to do a power hour video with him.
Ooh.
So
Hell yeah. Well, I appreciate that. When is it going to be on the name channel that you're on here with?
it'll probably be on this YouTube channel, or I'm not sure. Either I'll post it or Nick will post it. So
Right on. Well, I have no idea if YouTube is letting people see the your username or not. This thing is all new. I've only used it for this is the third time, so hopefully it is. If it's not, I will type it for people. Oh, cool! It's right there. Boom. And there's that. But yeah, I'm gonna jump over here with Kyle and wrap things out. But I appreciate your time. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, man. Have a good one. See ya. All right, Kyle Walker. I need your email address, sir. It's Kyle Walker, PhD. I believe this is you. Sir Kyle Walker. I'm not gonna, only got a little bit more time here, but this has been fun. I love Wade. He gave me his old We the People frame. Boop, boop, boop. Supposed to be moving in with Wade in the spring. Oh, you guys are talking about somebody that you both know. That's awesome. Kyle, if you're still here, shoot me your email address on Instagram. I sent you a message. Boom. Cole Grove in the chat. What's up, Cole? Dude, Cole was on last time. We'll get Cole on the next one so that I don't have to stay up till midnight. We want to make this fair. And do Cole Brandt. Sounds weird. And how long do we give? If there's somebody else, man, I've been so disconnected for years. Is We the People still a company? We the People is indeed still a company. They are. Why is that not showing up for me? They make good stuff, and they're definitely still around. Okay, Kyle. So if you can hear me right now, what you're gonna do when you get this email is you're gonna open it in Safari and then click Open App. If you don't have iPhone, I'm not sure. I'll see you Saturday, Cole. We the People Carbonic Envy looks next level. That complete bike definitely is like one of the best complete bikes that you can get that's out there. Wow, Kyle is quick. All right, let's get him in here. It's Kyle Walker. Yo,
What's
KMC
good,
Cool Chain.
Yeah, KMC Cool Chain. I made a Ninja Star out of it like 15 years ago.
Dude, that thing is sick.
Right? It'll get you. I mean, realistically, I thought about sharpening it once, but then I was like, I don't really need a weapon, you know?
But I might.
But I got this little tech deck too, you know? Anyways, how's it going, Brent? How are you doing, man?
I'm doing good, you know? Just wanted to get on here and connect with everybody. And I saw you have been trying to get in here.
Yo, what's up, Diego? Hit me up sometime, man. Hit me up on IG. Let's totally link. I'm totally down to ride. He lives about an hour away from me, he says.
Nice.
Saw you on the Santa Barbarians. That was a DVD I was in back in 2012.
Oh, nice. Where are you?
Yeah, he's popping up in the comments here.
Where are you local to?
I live in the central coast of California, which is, it's kind of hard to describe where it is. It's about 2.5 hours north of LA and about 3 hours south of the Bay Area. And so it's kind of like this little pocket, like armpit of California. Lots of beach towns and then agriculture stuff. Pretty much where I live.
Well, from the sounds of that, there's a good chance that I'll end up in that area at some point because the company that I do video stuff for is an agricultural company. And they
rad. Dude, if you ever do, let's totally link. I'll take you to all the spots. However, most of the spots I do ride are street spots. We don't have any skate parks worth a damn. They are building one of them, but for the most part, it's just me in the streets. But I have tons of street spots on lock. I've filmed like 15 video parts throughout the years.
Yeah,
they're all online, accessible everywhere. But pretty much any of them, if you do feel like watching them, all the spots are local to me. So you'll see a bazillion different spots that are interesting and unique in some way or another.
That's awesome, man. I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah, the most recent one I did was with MooreBMX, and it was in 2020. It was called 3030. I called it that because I turned 30 that year. But yeah, and then I've done a bunch of other videos too. That Santa Barbarians video was probably my best thing I ever filmed. Unfortunately, about a year after the Santa Barbarians DVD, I had an accident in a swimming pool where I broke my left leg compound fracture, and I had to like basically pull myself out of a swimming pool. It was super gnarly. Drag myself down a dirt road with a broken in half leg.
Oh my God.
Then they bolted it back together. I got back to riding, and then in 2020 the thing snapped again. And then they fixed it that time. And then last year, or actually, yeah, this last year, in May 22nd of last year, I snapped my left leg in half. And that one broke in half and half. Like both the bones broke in half. It was literally hanging off my body. And then it's already bolted back on, and I'm already riding again and everything. I've been riding since October. So it took me 3 months of off the bike after literally breaking my leg off my body. But
wow.
back on.
I'm watching this video right now. You're a savage.
Thank you, man. Yeah, but if you ever do care to watch the crash clips, they are online. Miraculously, I made it on Your Mom's House podcast with Tom Segura. I broke my leg, and then they had it on there. My homie calls me, and he's like painting the house, and he's all, dude, I can hear you saying, oh my God, you broke your leg in my pocket, but I can't watch it right now, but you got to go watch. It was so funny.
That's funny. That's crazy. My girlfriend's gonna love when I tell her about that. She loves that podcast.
Yeah, if she remembers somebody breaking their leg on a BMX bike, that was me. I'm the guy. I don't know if you guys have seen Grandma's Boy, where he's like, I'm thinking of getting metal legs. It's a risky operation, but it'll be worth it. I got them. It's not worth it. You don't want them.
Okay? No, not worth it.
Not worth it. But no, they are somewhat somewhat stronger, somewhat weaker. It depends. Like if you land a certain way, obviously it'll hurt. But I mean, I have been in some scenarios where I'm like, damn, if that shit wasn't titanium, we might have had some problems. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So is what it is. You take it, you take the good with the bad, you know?
Dude, that 180 wall 180 you did off the ledge is sick.
Thank you, my dude. I tried to roll backwards on the wall. I don't know if you caught that, but I was trying to do that, but I'm not so good at doing it. But Dennis Anderson can do it really good. I was trying to kind of emulate his shit, but he's real
whip
good
down
at
the
it.
stairs. This is sick.
Thanks, man.
Absolutely.
And then that's my most recent part that I've done. And my grandmother and grandfather got married to that song in 1954. And so my grandmother raised me. She's like my rock, dude. Like I take care of her still to this day. She has dementia. I do everything for my grandmother. So, but with that being said, she got married to that song, meant a lot to me. So I used it in that video. My older video parts, I will say, are much more gnarlier. So if you like extreme riding, those ones were more like stunt worthy, if you will.
The system part.
That one's really old. You don't want to watch that one. But go on
the username.
Go on, bad username. We literally, okay, here's the story. We couldn't find a username on YouTube. Nothing would work. So he finally got pissed, typed that in, and that worked. And I was like, oh my God. But anyways,
You got it.
The one that I would watch probably if you go on Vimeo, type in Kyle Walker 2013. And that's my personal favorite one.
Hopefully it works. Vimeo is not the best search engine.
Yeah, it hasn't been it hasn't I didn't know you before this, beside maybe Brant's comment section, but you definitely gained a fan here. Thanks, man. You guys are awesome. I'm realistically, man, I love BMX, and I want to communicate with as many BMXers as possible because I feel like realistically, this is the future of where BMX is going to operate. Back in the day, we had magazines. We got to see little small portions of people, but now we get this upfront exposure of talking to one another. And I don't know, man, I'm just trying to be everybody's friend because realistically, it's stupid to not. We live in such a niche world where we like the smallest sport that it's like it's silly that we're not friends, you know?
And then we break it down even further into smaller and smaller segments sometimes.
Right. And then it's like, oh, I don't want to be his friend. He rides flatland. Like, what? Like, dude, that's the most badass shit ever. Personally, I have such a respect for each of the BMX disciplines, especially the ones I can't do. Flatland is so nuts to me. Like,
it's so hard,
bro. The ability that it takes mentally and the cognitive ability to sit there and try that shit 100 million times over drives me nuts. Now, excuse me, I ride street. The most tries I get out of anything is 10 tries. If I can't do it within 10 tries, I quit. Like, that's it. And, like, I don't understand how someone has the tenacity to sit there and try it for 2-3 hours. And that is something that I absolutely admire to the most, man. I can't do it.
Yeah, when I did that Sober October challenge thing with my buddy Sponge, we made, I don't know if you know about that at all, but
yeah, no, I don't. But
so what we did was he asked me if I wanted to do one at all, and like I already don't drink or anything, so it's like you can't really do like a sober challenge.
I don't drink either, so yeah, so it would be kind of
pointless. What he did was he's like, well, what if we just picked tricks that neither of us have ever done before, and so we each made a list of 5 tricks that neither of us have ever done, and then in the month of October we had to pick 3 of those tricks, each of us.
Yeah.
And then land them. And one of those tricks that we picked was a real flatland trick. And so I put some like time into
that shit. Yeah, like trying to do, dude, I could do a whiplash maybe, but it'll take me a bazillion times and I'm gonna get 50 shinners on the way up to it, you know?
Yeah, the one that I ended up getting was like a Dave Norrie type trick where I don't even know how to explain what happened, but it came after a lot of trying of other stuff and like
Yeah.
develop my skills. Holy crap. Did you just do a pegs down and then crook the bottom of a second stage rail?
No, I did. I did a predator grind. That was
Oh,
a
it was, so
predator
that's
grind.
even crazier. That's even
Uh,
crazier.
But then I jumped off a lighthouse in that one. That's the clip that you should watch.
Oh, I'm getting there. The ninja drop, that's a big ninja.
Yeah, that was a lighthouse. So the first time I went to that lighthouse, a guy comes out of that office on the second story and he's like, "What the fuck are you doing, dude? You can't be jumping off my fucking lighthouse." You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, damn. And so we had like photographers and everybody with us. And I was like, bummer. And so we come back another time and I hadn't even attempted to do it that day, but I could see the lighthouse beaconing across the town because it's like super tall building. And I was like, yo, I have to do it. So I went and just did it. That was just me and my really good friend. I don't know if you know Alex Rabon. Have you ever heard of him?
I've heard that name, but I don't know.
He's the one who's filmed all my video parts, and he's one of my best friends in the world. And he used to ride for Volume Bikes. He's one of the best riders ever. Like when it comes to street, this cat is next level.
Yeah.
Like he's insane, bro. Like he literally before the crooked grind became what it is today, like let me tell you, Alex had this shit on lock on a level that was just unfathomable. He was doing it, and I'm as his friend, it was, sometimes when you have a friend that could do something that's so insane, you're just like, oh man, I don't know if it's fucking that crazy because he's my friend. Yeah, Jeff Chachi. Dog, he could do crooked grinds like no other human on earth. And this was way before anyone was doing them. And honestly, I think a lot of the pushing of crooked grinds is all up to Alex. He was an OSS plug. I don't know if you ever seen the OSS video plug prices, but I have the banger clip in that video. I grind off of a roof, and it was 4 months after snapping my leg in half.
Whoa.
I didn't even do any physical therapy at all, actually. What happened was we were 15 deep in the van of OSS dudes, and Alex was trying this thing, and he's my best friend. And so he was trying this thing over and over again. And I go, if you get it next try, I'll go grind off the roof. The roof, dude, the roof was this legendary spot we talked about for fucking 15 years. Everybody had their eye at it, and no one wanted to do it. And then he did it next try. And I was like, I'm going off the roof. And I did it first go, and that's it's the third to the last clip, the banger clips of OSS plug prices. So if you go check that out, that's my in BMX. That's my highest accolade, was being a part of that project and whatnot, and it was pretty cool and that was Stevie's last real big project, and it was pretty cool to hang around him during that time, and it was an awesome time for BMX for sure, at least in my personal life.
Sounds like it, and that sounds like the kind of thing that would be what would happen. I'm gonna give you the best, they're the biggest trick deal ever, and you're gonna get it.
Right? And then he fucking nails it, dude. And then I'm like,
oh my god, I see it.
If you look at my left leg, or if you look at my right leg, there's no strength in it. It's just me just like white knuckling with my ankle. I'm just like, you're gonna stay on foot. Like I think that's how I grinded off of it. Like
I'm gonna show it.
Yeah, that's it.
And then the next clip is Stevie.
Yeah, look at my right leg. It's just like it just fucking barely can take the landing.
That's so crazy.
Yeah,
just for anybody who doesn't know, this right here on YouTube shows the most replayed area. Yeah, that's
your
clip,
it's that clip, huh?
Yep, that's your clip.
That's awesome, man. And that means a lot to me. That is not a normal size roof either. And also just at a hand, at that day I was on a trip with all my heroes. I'm nobody. Alex is somebody. He rode for Volume. I'm just a guy who happened to be along in the van, and to that and it was just crazy. Craig Passero was there, and Adam 22, and all these people that we now look at that, like, some of them don't even ride, but like legends. Kareem was there. All these people who, like, Man, it meant so much to me to be able to do that in front of all those guys. That's my highest achievement in BMX, and it was 4 months to the date of breaking my leg off. So,
Wow.
and that was the first time I broke my leg off, and that was like literally no physical therapy, nothing. I just got on my bike and just did it. Like,
Meant
and
to be, man.
granted, let me say this for the audience: do not do that. Do not do that. Like, go to physical therapy and do the right things. You're not supposed to do that. I'm dumb. And I mean that in the most polite terms, positive speaking terms. Do not do that. My name is Kyle, for fuck's sake. I'm gonna do some things
Where's
like
your
that.
monster?
It's my Red Bull's right here. Okay, so I'm dead ass. Don't do it. Like go to physical therapy, go to the doctor, be a regular human. You know what I mean?
Don't throw yourself off a roof right after you get your leg fixed.
Dude, the
Who would've
worst
thought?
part was when I broke my leg. This is what the worst part was. Is I was down in El Centro, California, which is right on the border of Mexico and California. Like, you could literally see Mexico from the swimming pool I'm in. If you go on No Jumper and type in Kyle Walker breaks his leg, you'll see that video. But so I'm in this. I meet these dudes at the bar. They ride. One of them's from BMX Board, and I was a member of BMX Board. So I'm like,
Nice.
bet, homie, we're homies already, right? And so, anyways, we start bullshitting at the bar and shit. And he's like, yo, there's this badass mansion with a pool in it, like an abandoned pool. I'm like, tight. Let's go ride it first thing in the morning. I show up at his house 9 a.m. We get to this pool. I'm doing these dipped ass threes. And mind you, at the time of my riding, I was in my prime, like as good as I could ever be. And fucking, I air out one time, everything's going good. Second time I air out, loop out, leg snaps in half and buckles. I'm with these dudes I just met, and I'm like, hey man, can you hand me my bike? And then I call the ambulance. And they go, is there any locks we have to cut? There was 3 cattle gates, like, that, like, with the holes in them. And I hang up on 911 and I look at these fools I just met and I go, give me my bike. You're going to push me. And these fools are like, the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, and literally, I literally had them push me down this mile-long dirt road while my legs like flapping like this. And yeah, they fixed it though. I'm good now. But that was 4 months prior to that, grinding off that roof.
Wow.
It's been a shit show, but I'm still riding. So that's the case. Today, for example, I went out riding and there was nowhere to ride and it started raining. So I grinded a kinked rail in the rain. I don't know if you've seen that. It's on my Instagram.
I saw that you said that in the chat and I was like, what?
Yeah, I will. It started raining. I was going to go ride something else, but then I had no option, and the kinked rail was just like right there. So I just fucking went and grinded the rail in the rain.
Crazy.
I was trying to bar spin out of it, but I kept eating shit because of the rain. My feet were slipping all over the damn place. But you know how it goes. Too bad I can't have clipless pedals, every once in a while,
I've had a burning question this entire time.
What up?
Are you a PhD?
No, it's funny you ask that. No, actually, it's a joke. It's a player haters degree. It's some bullshit. But
perfect.
It could be plausible. That's why I put it there. It's funny. A lot of the time when I talk to people, they're like, "Where'd you go to school?" And I'm like, I fucking nowhere. I'm ridiculous.
You can find me in the player haters ball.
Yeah, the player haters ball. It's a player haters degree, dog. But no. Anyways, I met Troy McMurray one time, and he was all, hey, where'd you get your PhD? And I was like, I don't have a fucking PhD, dude. That's a player haters degree. I'm legit. I have CTE. Like you know what I'm saying? I wish I had a degree.
Yeah, sounds like you're doing all right.
Yeah, I try, but you know how it goes. But how's your night going, Brant? Enough about me. How's your night going?
It's pretty good. I'm stoked that I can get on here and have, 4 different people that I haven't done one of these with yet jump on here, have cool conversations with people that I've never really talked to before, and it's fun.
Speaking of which, I love what you're doing here.
Thank you.
I like your channel. I try to watch all of them. but yeah, man, you're just killing it, dude. I think BMX need. My Instagram is at it's Kyle Walker. No underscores, no fuck shit, no weird numbers, no nothing. It's all at it's Kyle Walker. Anyways. Yeah, man, I genuinely appreciate what you're doing. I think BMX needs more of this. I think coming into the future, the community of BMX is going to be online and it's going to be in these bubbles. And I think that a lot of the old heads that I was guilty of for years, trust me, I wasn't always such a positive individual. Sometimes I've gotten my old head mentality as well, like underground hip hop mentality. Like, I don't want to be friends with nobody new. But, stupid. Anyways, I genuinely think that it's most beneficial that we create as much good community as possible and try to be friends with everybody, because we are in such a small niche community. It's only going to go online and it's only going to get better. Oh shit, my bad.
No, my buddy called me just now and it froze me.
It's all good. I see how it goes.
Hopefully.
I hope Brant's on ESPN soon. I could totally see you doing that, dude. You're such a positive individual and you're so good at speaking that I feel like you would totally kill it.
I try my best. I put actual effort into trying to be a cohesive and fluid speaker, just because I don't like whenever the things that are in my head don't come out the way that they're in my head.
Yeah, you're not articulating it correctly, and you're like, "What the fuck?" Yeah, I feel you, bro. But you are very good at speaking, and I just want to give you a compliment on that. I really like all your interviews. Everybody that you talk to fucking great. You ask the right questions. A lot of the time, for years, let's just be real. For years, we all went off the ride BMX fucking basic playbook, like, where are you from, how old are you, and the same questions, not that they're bad, but it got like stigmatized as like the typical questions, and I like what you ask. Like, you ask interesting perspective questions, and I appreciate that.
I've gotten very lucky in the things that I've done. God damn it. All right, I'm gonna try and get my picture to show back up, because I'm frozen.
And if you have to hang up and call back, I'm down for that too, man. I know how it goes.
Well, I don't want to have to do that, because then that means the stream is over.
Oh, totally.
What if I do this?
Can you switch your camera around and then get it to like prompt it to do its little ding-a-ding? Oh, I seen something. Bing bong. Hell yeah, there you are.
Anyways, so what were we saying?
We're back on board. We're just talking about BMX community moving here into the future. It's 2023.
Yeah, so I mean, on the podcast note, I mean, I just try my best to be thoughtful and ask questions that can provoke like a real conversation that's goes deeper than just the surface level. But on the same note, I'm planning one with somebody who has never been on a podcast that I know of before, and so those basic questions they're definitely going to have to be part of it, because I feel like nobody really knows who this guy is.
Yeah, totally. Well, also, you can just keep engaging answers. Like, even if the questions are very bland, just keep the answers that you give engaging, so they have something to roll off of. And I feel like you're going to be killing it. You know what I mean?
Thank you. I have a really exciting one that's supposed to be coming tomorrow. It's not scheduled yet, but I'm hoping it works out that we're doing one with John Bolt Jones from.
Oh, super dope, dude! John's such a sick guy. He's so nice, dude. He's badass. Yeah. You're gonna have a great time with that one.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about getting like Pova on, or anybody?
I did one with Pova. So here's the.
Oh shit! I must have missed that one. Damn.
Well, it kind of sucks that I renamed it, but at the same time, it's cool because it makes it an established thing. But I did Pova before I named it MooreBMX.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. John's such a good dude. Like, one of the best in BMX. You know what I mean? Literally, there's a lot of people in BMX that are in it for different reasons, but one thing we can say 100% is that John Pova is in BMX for the right reasons. 100%.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And to be honest, man, I think that shit resonates from certain people. If you really love this sport, it is what it is. Like this, personally, I'll be real with you. BMX is my entire life. If I didn't ride BMX, I would be in prison or I would be dead, straight
Right.
up. And I'm from the hood, bro. Like I'm not kidding. If you go outside my house right now, like there's people getting shot and stabbed, and there's spray paint on all the walls. It's sketch. But the thing is that BMX saved my life. And I mean, look, dude, I'm indoctrinated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm from the hood, bro. So like, it is what it is. But BMX saved my life, and I recommend BMX to all children, anybody who grow up in a different sort of environment. A lot of kids grew up, didn't have a dad or a mom or anybody, but they had a bike. And
Yep.
to me, I feel like I represent those people. Those are my dogs. You know what I mean? Like we had this. This is what we got, and we gonna do what we can do with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think that I know that BMX has taught me more about life, like both directly and indirectly, than anything else. I mean, situations I've been in because of BMX,
100%.
things you go through because of BMX teach you more than anything else because it's just putting you in real life situations, whether it be the overcoming failure or being in a position of like out in the riding street and learning street smarts and situational awareness of just what's going on around you.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And you know what? You know how many times, like in jobs, even I'll just know what to do. And then the bosses are like, how do you know how to do that? And it's like, riding BMX, man. Just happen to put all these things together. It teaches you almost common sense in a way. And,
Yeah.
and, and,
Oh,
uh, and, and I think that's awesome. And I feel like, to be honest, it should be more talked about. BMX will teach you the right and wrong ways in life for sure, real quick. You know?
yeah. Oh, definitely. I really think that I mean, I don't know what I
I
hope
like
that
it
it
too, man.
blows up. I hope it gets bigger and we keep things moving.
I believe BMX is only going to get bigger. And actually, this can segue into a really good conversation. I want to know your opinion on it. How do you feel about the big BMX bike movement? Because me personally, I'm a huge fan. Okay. I'm from California, and I get to see all these SA gangster ass fools that I grew up with that'll literally stab you. And they're out riding bikes, having a great ass time, and it's bringing the community together. Um, uh, and to be completely honest, sorry, I was trying to read the chat.
You're good.
But to be completely honest, BMX, the big BMX world is awesome. It is bringing so many people into bike riding, and they may not ride the bikes we ride, but I do believe that eventually is going to have overlap because there's only certain shit you can do with those big bikes, and a lot of those kids are going to get bored, and they're going to go,
Mhm.
you know what? I want to do a fucking foot jam tail whip, and then they're going to go get a regular BMX bike, and you know what I mean? And so what's your opinion on it? How do you feel about the big BMX bike movement?
I I think it's interesting that it's grown so much in those communities where like freestyle BMX on a 20-inch bike hasn't grown in there. I don't know
Yeah.
what the reasoning for that might be. I like you think it could be a good thing, especially when I go to like Rays and I see the local big bike dudes there at Rays because it's like
Yeah.
there's only so much you're going to do at Rays on one of those bikes before you try and jump something and realize that those bikes are just not for jumping something, or you try to
Yeah.
hit any type of street
There's
thing.
one cat out here in California. His name is Jacob Hernandez. This is why it's interesting to me, because he never rode BMX, and
Mhm.
he grinds handrails down like 20 stairs on the 29-inch bikes. It's
Whoa.
insane. It's insanity to me. But some of these characters really are figuring it out. And to be honest, one of the things that correlates it is I believe that it is super close to motorcycles. And the reason that's why it's popular, because a lot of these kids, they can't
Okay.
afford a motorcycle, but they want to do wheelies down the street.
Yeah.
But they can't do wheelies down the street without a motorcycle, so they get the biggest ass bike they.
That makes sense. And another thing that also
So there.
Oh, you're good. Another
Yeah.
thing that also will help lead to more BMX through that is the fact that there's overlap in parts, like cranks, pedals, grips, chains,
Exactly.
you know, all of it. And
Exactly.
there's a bunch of BMX companies who are starting to make stuff like more for those bikes. And I totally get why. And it's like, I don't know. I see no reason not to.
Yeah, yeah. Well, so like even with scootering and stuff like that, can you hear me?
Yeah, but I can't see you.
Oh shit, I'm frozen. I think my buddy, he tried to call me and something happened. How did you fix yours?
I closed the app and reopened it, and then it prompted me to resume my stream. So
All right, hold on 1 second.
Yeah, he'll be back. He's closing his app. Kyle's a rad dude. We've never talked before, but I feel like I could sit here and have a 3-hour conversation with him. And it's pretty fun, and I appreciate the conversation he brings up. So I'm going to say that when we wrap this one up, the next one of these, we definitely got to get Kyle in on it. Maybe at the very beginning, and we just talk about other stuff. Simple is it's easier to pop a wheelie than bar spin. That makes sense. No, Kyle, you just gotta hit that link again. Oh, really? You can't join again? What if you should be able to. Try, it's the same link though, so it should, let me see. Ride on a Sunday. There, try doing it again. Oh no, it is a different link. Just kidding. All right, Kyle, I sent you the link again. Check your email.
Huzzah, I fixed it. I have fixed the chat. I
just came out of nowhere.
Dude, I just figured out that I started the ARPANET. I had to restart the ARPANET.
Okay.
You know what the ARPANET is?
No.
The ARPANET is the precursor to the internet. There was 16 scientists, and they created the ARPANET, all high on LSD.
Tim Berners-Lee, one of them.
Huh? What happened?
Tim Berners-Lee, the guy.
I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, there was a bunch of these scientists. They tripped out. They created the internet. The internet we know today is all based on the ARPANET. There's actually a really good documentary you might potentially want to watch called The Net.
I have to check that out.
It's only in like Scandinavian or something though, so you better like to read subtitles. And it's like 4 hours long.
But anyways, back to the big bike thing. I think that it's only a good thing. It gets people on bikes, and then if bike shops sell that stuff, then it gets people in bike shops more. And it's just, I don't know. I don't see how it could be.
Thank you, Taco. Right? I don't see how it could be bad either. And to be honest, like during the Aaron Ross boom, right? Remember? Mm-hmm. Scooter kids. But did it happen again?
It might, but not yet.
Okay, so I went away. I blacked my friend away, but hopefully it doesn't go away.
You're good so far.
But anyway, so one thing that happened during the scooter boom was Aaron Ross grips sold like a bazillion unit tons. Like right. Aaron Ross's grips went through the roof, and that helped BMX out. I'll be right back.
Okay. This is funny. I got about 5 more minutes that I'm going to be on here, but we got to get Kyle back for sure. He's a rad dude. I'm enjoying this. And it's been fun tonight. There he is.
Boom. Yeah, I figured it out now. I actually had to send my buddy a text. Let me call you back in about 30 minutes, and then we'll chop this up. But yeah, so Aaron Ross, that scooter boom, that was huge. That was awesome. And it did numbers for BMX. And I like to personally believe that it led so many of those scooter kids to BMX because they got the grip and they're like, who's Aaron Ross? YouTube it. Boom, and then they see Aaron Ross, this guy with these badass colored bikes doing 180 tail whips down 10 stairs, and they're like, I gotta go do that. You know?
Yep, and then there's gonna be all these people that realize, oh, you can do a whole lot more on a BMX bike than you can on a wheelie bike, and why don't I get a BMX bike too? And then, okay, cool, now I have a BMX bike too.
I think it's going to be only good for BMX, and I think right now we are on the precipice of a resurgence. And sometimes it seems like as if BMX is dying, but that's just negative terms. It goes through fluctuations. You've been around probably as long as I have. I've ridden with damn 15 different groups of kids.
Right.
Throughout the years, and I'm the only one still riding, damn it. But either way, that's beside the point. You know what I'm saying? But there's these 15 different groups of kids, and one will linger from each group, and then that creates the modern group,
Right. Right. Yo, thank you to my buddy Tony Dower Ridefly. He just sent $20. Thanks, dude.
What a G.
Yeah, and I also want to shout out and thanks Johnny he gifted 5 people memberships on the channel. Appreciate that too.
That's super sick. Hell yeah.
Yeah, appreciate
Dude,
that.
You're killing it, man. I really like your YouTube. You're
Thank you.
Man. I'm proud of you.
Try to do my best, and like what you said, BMX is your entire life. BMX is literally my entire life, and I realized that like the potential of YouTube could be to make BMX my literal entire life more than it already was. So like I'm trying to just like do
I'm not so good at YouTube on BMX YouTube. I try. I also build drift cars, so like I kind of have a YouTube for that, but it's all on my YouTube channel. But mainly I've been posting to the shorts lately, and they do really well. I get thousands of views on these shorts, so I think that I'm just going to keep doing that until hopefully maybe I get garnish some sort of following,
Yeah, and I don't know. I would do this even if nobody watched, but to have 25, 30 people in here hanging out with us, get to meet and talk to you. We never talked before today.
It's been a pleasure, man. It's been a pleasure. I'm really pleasant. Nice to meet you, dog. I'd love to do this anytime.
Yeah, so you too. And we would definitely next time I do one of these where I bring other people and we gotta start with you.
That'd be awesome. Dude, yeah, and if you guys ever get bored, you want to watch my YouTube channel, there's a video I made where I was riding BMX at the site of an airplane crash. No joke. Go check out I spent like 16 hours making that damn thumbnail. That's the only reason I shamelessly promoted that. That was the last of my thumbnail making endeavors.
Dude, I know all about.
If you can pull up the thumbnail and show it on the page because it's hilarious.
It's kind of whoa, that just
it's on my YouTube
TikTok.
Oh yeah, that's me on TikTok. There's a video of me breaking my leg on there. It went viral.
Let's see. I see there it is. Okay.
You know what's funny is I went viral on TikTok for breaking my leg, and all these like Vietnamese people from random ass countries kept calling me fat. I wasn't aware that I was a fat American until I broke my leg. Afterwards, they're just like, "You're the fattest guy on earth." It was ridiculous.
Found your thumbnail here. I'll show it. Right there.
Oh yeah, dude, that thumbnail took me so many hours. So essentially, a plane crashed at a local school. Thank God no kids were there. And then the day afterwards, I went riding the street over there so that I could go film it and try to garnish my views.
So let's see. That's a sick spot. When do we get to the airplane?
Well, there's me riding that flatland we were talking about.
Trying to find
there's the airplane. That's where it crashed right there. Go back about 30 seconds, maybe. There you go. Perfect. Yeah, this is us pulling up on the airplane site. Yeah, that shit straight crashed into the ground right there. Just a small single craft, a little Cessna. And
Wow.
it's sad because like the guy's super cool. I actually knew the pilot, dude. He made it. He's all jacked up though. But yeah,
Bummer.
Small area things. You know how it goes. You got somebody crashes their Cessna. You happen to know the guy.
Yeah, no kidding. Rollback Rob said he just subscribed to you.
Tight. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
I will subscribe to anybody. On Instagram, I will follow anybody back. On YouTube, I'm not 100% sure how to do all that. But if you also make content, I'll subscribe to you back.
There you go. But yeah, man, I think I'm gonna jump off here for tonight. I definitely want to chat with you again on one of these.
Pleasure, man. Hey, likewise, brother. And it was very nice to meet you, bro. You're a very nice, you're a nice dude, and I enjoyed it. Thanks, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming in here. It was fun to meet and chat with you, and I'm excited for the next time.
Much love, brother. Likewise. Have a great night, dog.
You too, man. Thanks for being in here.
Laters.
Yeah. All right, everybody. That's where we're going to wrap up the first live stream of 2023. This was a really fun one, chatting with Kyle and Huck. And damn it, my brain. Where's he at? Aaron was in here, and Stuart from the Netherlands. It was just cool. I appreciate being able to jump in here and talk to the people who watch these things and actually bring them directly into the live stream. Like, how sick is that? If you're in here now and you are gifted a membership by Johnny over there, first of all, thank you to him for that. But send me a message on Instagram. That 1 month of gifted membership gets you a month in the members only Discord. So we'll bring you in there and we can chat, have a good time. And I talk on that. It's pretty much like a direct line to contact and talk with me and everybody in their chat. So it's fun. And thank you to Tony for the $20 super chat. Really appreciate that. The direct support from the memberships and the super chat stuff just helps me to be able to do stuff like this even more. Kyle's Instagram is It's Kyle Walker. There it is. That was sick. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow at 4 Eastern Standard Time for John Boltjohns. Yes, that John. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night, everyone.